So we'll get started on your back, and you can begin with your knees bent, feet on your mat. And let's start with your arms wide. Bring your feet wide too, walking your feet almost to the width of your mat. As we settle in here, let's take a few moments to feel the nature of that question. What are these dancing particles of condensed radiance out of which our form is made? You can let your eyes fall closed. And really allowing your whole awareness to come into this place of inquiry. Of curiosity. Let your feet fall heavy. And feel your pelvis soften. Maybe letting out a few audible exhalations. Inhaling through nostrils, exhaling, releasing the breath. And seeing if we can loosen our grip on reality, our grip on consciousness, just enough to start to feel the condensed particles of radiance. Start to feel this radiance. And it's light moving inward and outward. Arms fall heavy, head falls heavy, collarbone spreads open. Your breath begins to become free, free flowing, free form. And from here, we're going to lift your right leg up toward the sky. Maybe pointing your toes, circling your ankle. And just take a few moments to feel your whole right leg independent of your body. So you can kind of sweep your foot side to side. Maybe make a few circles with your right knee. We'll stand up through your heel. Feel the whole rest of your body responding. Maybe you feel the tendency to grip on, to tighten up. Can you loosen that a little bit? Coming back to the nature of the condensed radiance. And then slowly, right knee bends, right foot comes back to the ground. And just take a few breaths here, sensing foot on the earth. Sensing your spine, the back of your spine facing the ground, the front of your spine facing the sky. And then we'll shift. Left leg extends up this time. Again, circling ankle, pointing, flexing toes. Take a few breaths to really feel left leg independent, almost like it's its own free existing form, separate from the rest of your body. We'll come back to center, extending left heel up high, lengthening out through the back of your leg. And feel the rest of your body, again, softening, loosening. Inside of your mouth softens, face relaxes. And then releasing, left knee bends, foot finds the earth. And this time you'll pick up your right leg again. Your left foot is going to stay right where it is, a little bit wider than your left sitting bone. And then you're going to cross your right leg over your left leg. And then you'll start to drop your left knee over toward the right, but keep the left foot wider than your hip. And as you drop your left knee across, let your gaze fall toward your left hand. Your right foot can stay stacked on top of your ankle, or maybe your foot starts to crawl under your left foot, wrapping around. And take a few breaths here, long line from left knee up and out through left ribs. Maybe a few audible exhalations. With each breath, you're loosening your grip. It might not even be a conscious grip. And then we'll slowly come back up. Left foot grounds. Your right leg slides back so that your right ankle is on the top of left thigh. And then you'll pull your left knee into your chest. Arms can stay relaxed here, or you can weave your arms through, reaching for your left thigh. Left heel can extend up toward the ceiling. Now here, is it possible to feel the form, particles of condensed radiance in your legs, independent of the rest of your body. When you're ready, left foot releases back down. And right heel extends up toward the sky. Again, you can relax your arms and we'll make little circles, knee, foot, ankle. Just finding again that independent sensation, free form in your right leg. We'll extend the heel back up and we'll start to lift the head and the arms. So your hands can come interlaced behind your calf. Your head is lifted. We can stay right here, starting to walk your hands up toward your heel. Maybe coming in and out, head lowers, then head lifts. You can stay here, or you can play with your left leg extended long. Couple more breaths. Remembering this direction, moving toward a loosening, a freeing up of these condensed particles of light. Finally, you'll release your right leg all the way beside your left leg. Arms will stretch up and over your head. Whole body stretches long. Toes pointing up to the sky. Hands pressed together. And take a few breaths here. You're not doing a whole lot, but imagine as though you're standing on your feet. Your whole body stretches, but you feel the earth beneath you. Full breath in and out. Arms relax wide. And you can go ahead and bend both knees, feet planting. Just take a few breaths here. Noticing left side, right side. The weight of your head, the weight of your tail. And make sure your feet are slightly wider than your hips. And we'll start to cross the left leg over, crossing left leg over your right. And hang out here for a breath or two. When you're ready, you can begin to let your right knee drop toward the left. And as you do this, head can fall, gaze can turn toward your right. Long line from right knee through right ribs. Loosening, softening, and receiving each breath. You're ready, rising your right knee back up. Left ankle slides to the top of your right thigh. Arms can stay relaxing wide as we lift the right knee in. You can stay right here, or you can weave your hands through behind your right thigh. Maybe extending right heel toward the sky. Feeling your legs independent of the rest of your body. When you're ready, right foot releases down. And the left leg extends up. Arms can release. And once again, we'll make some circles here. Knee, ankle, foot, whole leg. Feeling this kind of free form in your left leg. Extending left heel up toward the sky. And then you'll lift your head and arms. Hands can interlace behind your left calf. You can always have a slight bend in your left knee. Here you can release your head back down, kind of coming in and out. As you start to work your hands closer toward your heel. Option to stay right here. Or extend your right leg long. Keep breathing in and out, directing your awareness to loosen and the condensed radiance to expand. When you're ready, left leg releases all the way down. Hands stretch up and over you. Palms pressing together. Toes pointing up. Heels pressing down into the floor so you can feel your spine lengthen. Breathing effortlessly in and out through nostrils here. Feet find the floor again. Knees bending. Arms start to come forward and down to the floor. And as you do this, pelvis lifts toward the sky. Setu Bandha Sarvandasana. And then as you exhale, hips lower, arms extend up and over. Spine lengthens, inhaling. Exhaling. Hands come down, hips lift up. Inhaling at the top. Exhaling, hips lower. Arms rise. Inhaling at the top. So we exhale in our transition. We inhale to absorb the pause. So as you continue, your movement might slow down, but your breath will deepen. Next time you come with hips lifted high, hands stay on the floor, pause here, breathing in and out. Heels press down into the earth. Your buttocks engages, but the condensed particles of radiance soften, loosen, expand, illuminate your whole body. Releasing hips down when you're ready, all the way. And you can let your knees fall to one side, rolling all the way over, rising up. We'll find our blanket, just some kind of soft cushion for your knees as we come into all fours. So coming onto your hands and knees, deliberately point your toes here. Take a few moments to feel the weight now in your hands. Spine still stretching long with breath. Inhale, right leg extends, and start to rotate your inner elbows forward. You can kind of come in and out here. Inner elbows rotate forward, then inner elbows turn in, almost facing your midline. Inner elbows rotate forward, shoulders draw back. Inner elbows soften in. Inner elbows rotate forward. So it's a kind of a subtle movement here, but feel the articulation. Inner elbows rotate forward, gaze lifts. Maybe right toes lift away, balancing. And then you'll bend your right knee. Maybe right toes slide on the floor all the way up to where your right hand was. Coming into just a gentle low lunge here. And we'll bring the right hand on top of the right thigh, but left inner elbow still spiraling forward. Left inner elbow forward. Left shoulder hugs back as we start to twist. Looking over your right shoulder. Breathing. Maybe starting to lift your left foot. Pressing down through left knee, sinking into right knee. And really the weight on your left knee should be above the kneecap. Maybe your right arm floats toward the sky, left inner elbow still, spiraling forward. Shoulders on the back body. You can look down to your bottom hand. You can look up toward your top hand. You should feel a big opening through the belly and the side body. Maybe starting to straighten the right leg. Again, you can keep these left toes lifted or lowered. Eventually, left toes release, right hand releases. Bending into your right knee and bow forward. When you're ready, we'll lift up. Hands come to your hips. The more your right foot is stepped forward, the more of a stretch you'll feel in the front of your left hip. So it's up to you where you go. But we're going to play a little bit here by sinking forward and lifting the back foot. This requires some balance, so keep your gaze soft. It helps to flex your left toes like you're standing on your left foot. And to think about drawing the heel toward your butt. Yeah. You can stay right here if you feel good. Or you can begin to extend your left arm back behind you, maybe reaching for your foot, hugging your heel in toward your butt. Breathing wherever you are. Belly hugs back, belly moves back. Should feel a good stretch in the front of your left thigh. Heart is forward. Your right hand can stay on your hip for balance, or you can extend right arm up toward the sky. Gaze can be down for stability. Gaze can be up for more play. Be where you need to be, breathing. And then we'll slowly release the left toes down. Left arm extends up. Both arms lift, heart lifts. Tailbone stretches down. And then releasing hands back to forward. Heel toe your right foot off to the side. Spiraling inner elbows forward, so really engaging through your arms here. As we start to slide the right toes back, maybe lifting your leg for a couple breaths. Press out through your lifted heel. Left toes come off the side. As you open, almost like your heel is going to touch the wall off to your left. You can keep your hands down, inner elbows spiraling forward. Get a good stretch through your chest. Or you can press down through left hand. Right arm rises up. Modified Ardha Chandrasana. Breathing here. Whole body awake and alive. Every particle of condensed radiance dancing, expanding, illuminating the space inside of you, illuminating the space around you. Stay right where you are, or option to bend right knee, reach for right foot. Just an option to play. Maybe closing your eyes. Eventually releasing, Coming back into tabletop. Toes are pointing. Feel your whole body. We'll shift the hips back into Balasana, child's pose. Head slowly finds the floor. Arms rest. Rising back up. And here again, let's just notice the inner elbows. So when your inner elbows spiral forward, you feel the shoulders move back. When the inner elbows spiral inward, there's an anterior movement of the shoulders, where we kind of round the shoulders forward. So inner elbows turn in, and we can more consciously connect the arms into your shoulder sockets. The arms can move a little bit more independently here. So let's begin to extend left leg back. Maybe playing around with spiraling inner elbows. Inner elbows turn forward as we lift left leg. Balancing. Left knee can bend, left foot can slide or step to where your left hand is. Right inner elbow spirals forward as left hand comes to left thigh. We'll start to twist here, looking over your left shoulder. Breathing. Maybe starting to straighten your left leg. Left arm can extend up. Your gaze can look down or up as we open through the left side body. Couple more breaths here. Until you release left hand down onto the inside of your left foot. Left knee can bend, sinking pelvis. And then we'll rise up. Hands come to your hips. And we'll play around with lifting your right toes. Balancing. Maybe reaching right hand back for your ankle. But we still want to engage the heel toward the butt toward the heel. And then we draw the belly up and back. That's what brings the stretch deeply into the front of the right thigh. Left hand can rest on your left thigh. Heart and belly facing forward. Maybe left arm extends toward sky. Feeling every dancing particle of condensed radiance that makes your form, that enlivens your form, and that radiates out through you. Now, if you're feeling good here, you can start to crawl your left toes forward, sinking pelvis a bit more, maybe starting to bend your elbow back behind you. And if you have your hand on the outside of your foot, you can start to walk the palm of your hand onto the top of your foot. Maybe your top hand is in Yang Mudra. Point your finger to your thumb. Couple more breaths here. When you're ready, releasing your foot down. Hands come back. Let's sink in again into your left knee, twisting gently here. Right inner elbow spirals forward. Coming into a twist and maybe lifting that foot again. Left arm can open. Slowly coming back down. Left hand plants, so both hands planted. Inner elbows spiral forward like you're in tabletop or push-up. And the left toes will extend back, left leg long, maybe hovering. Inner elbows spiral. Maybe you start to find right toes off the side of your mat. Left foot reaching for the right side of the room. Hands can both stay grounded, stretching. And then when you're ready, left arm can lift up. Left heel extends from a straight line out through the crown of your head. Ardha Chandrasana. You can stay right here, or option to bend left foot, reaching for your ankle. Right inner elbow spirals forward. Couple more breaths here. Coming out by extending your leg and slowly releasing back into table, all fours. Take a few breaths, maybe shifting the weight. Your hands, toes can point. Just kind of imagine that you are a very large cat. You are stealthily walking through the jungle. Every single one of your limbs is free and independent, but still connected and communicating freely. Come back to center. Knees come touching, feet touching. And then slowly press your hips back. Head can come down either all the way to the floor or resting on a block or your two stacked fists. Head heavy, hips falling heavy. Jaw soft. When you're ready, you can walk your hands in. Coming to your seat, we'll extend the legs forward here, coming into Dhanurasana. Hands can be by your side, knees slightly bent. Just take a few moments to feel your spine upright, your legs extended. And again, bring in that awareness that every single particle of condensed radiance, every single particle that makes up your form is independent of each other. Yet they choose to come together as you. With that awareness, you can begin to fold over your legs. Eventually rising back up and coming into your version of Shavasana. So if you like, you can come reclined, come laying down on your back. Maybe you come laying flat. Maybe you come with a bolster or a pillow or a blanket underneath. Maybe your legs are up the wall. Come into a restful position where you can fall into conscious sleep. You kind of feel your whole body moving into that restorative place of sleep, yet you are fully conscious, fully aware, fully awake. Taking a few breaths to soften and settle here. Whole body relaxes, eyes fall closed. I'm going to read the same verses that we began our practice with today. Where Shakti inquires, I have been listening to the hymns of creation, enchanted by the verses, yet still I am curious. What is this delight-filled universe into which we find ourselves born? What is this mysterious awareness shimmering everywhere within it? I have been listening to the love songs of form, longing for formless. What are these energies undulating through our bodies, pulsing us into action? And this matter out of which our forms are made, what are these dancing particles of condensed radiance? Allow your awareness to settle in each of the dancing particles that make up your form. Create this vessel that carries you around. And here I will chant the mantra Om 3 times. You can join me if you like. And then I will close the screen and you can rest here as long as you like. We'll begin with a full exhalation.